Not every day is an easy day. My grandmother knew that the hard way, but she still always had a funny little answer. If you said to her, "Granny, how do you feel?" She would look at you. She would get a wry little smile on her face. She would lift her hand and she would say, "With my thumb and my forefinger." I was a little kid. I never got it. What does she mean? She feels with her thumb and her forefinger. And I would say, I just want to know how she's doing. And then I finally caught on. Today has not been an easy day for lots of people. The stock market has tumbled to historic lows. On the end of a week, that's been a stock market fall of historic lows, with Friday the 13th still out ahead of us tomorrow, and who knows what will happen then. The governor of Ohio came out and said they believe there are over 100,000 cases of people infected with coronavirus, and they've closed the schools in the entire state of Ohio for the next month. The nation is consumed with coronavirus. We don't know what's going to happen. And we only wish that the way we felt was with our thumb and our forefinger, because we feel with our hearts, we feel with our heads. And it seems like it's just a day that's raining. And it's raining. And it's not the good rain we look forward to. It's just one thing after the other. And it won't stop. There's a Bible verse that Christians use all the time. It's this, Romans 8:28. All things work together for good for those who love God and live according to his purposes. My granny knew about that. She liked that verse. She buried 2 of her children. One of them, scarlet fever. Another one killed tragically in World War II. She lost her husband to a heart attack right at the breakfast table, my grandfather. My grandmother was born in Choctaw Indian Nation, and her mother died at a very young age, and my grandmother ended up raising up her siblings until she was married. She knew how challenging life could be. And maybe that's why when we asked her, "Granny, how do you feel?" Maybe she looked at the piano top where there was a picture of my Uncle Doyle, who was killed in World War II. Maybe she thought back about her daughter Clarice, who died of scarlet fever. And maybe she just couldn't bear to think with her heart about how she felt. And so she just would lift up her hand and she would say, "With my thumb and my forefinger." But I know in her core she believed this, that all things work together for good when we love God and we live according to his purposes. Today, I don't know the storm that's entered your life. If it's in the stock market, if it's been the fear of the coronavirus. I don't know what's happening to you, but I know this, that there's a miraculous tomorrow out ahead when we live our very best today. And we're not afraid to feel, even if it's just with our thumb and our forefinger. And we say, this day, I can make it through. This day, I can make my very best. This day I can be more than mediocre. I can be the miracle. No matter what a mess the world tries to make of it. When I believe that all things work together for good, for those who live according to God's plans and his purposes. Hey, today, be the miracle. And when you feel like your heart's just so heavy, when your worries are just too overwhelming, lean back on that thumb and your forefinger, that which is tactile, that which is right there that you can touch, and know that the eternal, these great big issues that overwhelm us, they're in God's hands, and we can trust him. We can live according to his plans and his purposes, and all things will work together for good in him. Be the miracle today. It's what we were created for. God bless you. And if you can, enjoy the rain. We're going to survive the storm. I promise.